Question: what body fat percentage are you? Do you know? Have you ever tested it? What's your belly measurement? What's your chest, your bicep, or your thigh measurement? How tall are you precisely? How fast can you run 10 kilometers in or 20 meters in? How many push-ups can you do in a row? How many pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, body squats can you do in a row? Again, have you ever tested yourself? What's your income? What's your outgoings? How much do you have in savings? How much are you in debt precisely right now? Do you know? Have you actually audited yourself? This is day 950 for me, the first day of my 950 challenge, counting down to day one, and I'm going to be improving my health, wealth, skills, knowledge, and mindset. But why all the questions? Why am I asking you guys all these questions? Because I need to find out the answers to all of these. Because if you're going to do a challenge, if you're going to try and improve anything in your life and achieve your goals, you need to know where you're starting. You need to know your starting point, so you need to know where you work, what you need to improve, and where you can work from. And that's precisely what I'm going to be doing. The first thing I'm going to be doing on this challenge. So, audits. There are audits in health, wealth, skills, knowledge, and mindset, and there are two very different levels of audit. And they basically come down to how much money do you have, which will allow you, if you have more money, if you're quite well off, then you can do a more precise, more comprehensive set of audits. So, health audits, what I would do, I'm going to give you what I would do if I could do, and then I'm going to give you the budget version, which is what I'm going to do because, as I've mentioned before, I'm flat broke. So, audits I would do, health-wise, I would see a personal trainer and do a fully comprehensive fitness test. I would see a doctor. I would go to the doctors and get a full pathology test, a full body health check from a doctor. I would see a dentist and an optician, so get my teeth checked and get my eyesight checked. I would get a full mole map, do that at a doctor's as well. I would see a professional nutritionist and have them do a full checkup on me, a full dietary exploration to see what I'm eating, what I need to get rid of, what I need to eat more of. I would probably go and get a sleep test. I can't remember what the scientists or the doctors that do those, but I would get a full sleep test to see if I have sleep apnea or anything like that. Then you've got the finance test, so I would go and see an accountant and a financial advisor. I don't have any income right now, so I'm not sure if there's any point. You know, what would accountants say? They would say go and get some money and then come and see me. So, but I would, if I had money, go and see a financial advisor or an accountant. This is all going to cost. And then knowledge and skills, go and see a CEO or a professional in your industry or whatever industry you're wanting to improve in, and speak to them about how they got to where they're going. And then finally, mindset. So I would go and see a therapist, and I think we all know that they're quite expensive as well. So that would be the full comprehensive audit that I would do. Go and see all those professionals and get full examinations from all of them to see exactly where I am and what I need to work on. However, I'm broke, as I've already established. So I'm going to go through the broke version of the audits, which I think everyone can do anyway. I think it's some of these are probably good to do anyway for your own records, so you can see and compare how you do in 950 days. So I'm going to give you the quick rundown, and that is, health-wise will be the body shots. So I'm going to get a full complement of full body shots, photos, body measurements with a measuring tape. I'm going to do a body scan. So, the one thing I didn't mention, I would get a DEXA scan if I had the money. They cost hundreds of dollars. They're bone composition and fat, full body composition. So your bone density, your bone composition, but also your fat density, etc. What I'm going to do is do an eVolt scan, which is a bioelectrical impedance scan. You can get some scales that do a similar thing. That's going to measure my body fat percentage, my visceral fat, things like that, which is good. I've got a Fitbit, so I can do my sleep, measure my sleep and my resting heart rate on this. I can get my blood pressure done at the local pharmacy, which is good. Cholesterol levels, can't get done yet. Nutrition, I'm going to have to do MyFitnessPal and do a week-long food diary. You can do it on that. That's free. Then we get onto the physical tests. So muscular endurance, plank, maximum hold time, push-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, body squats, and leg raises. Maximum number I can do in a row. Power-wise, I would do tuck. You can do a tuck jump, a standing reach jump where you reach up against a wall, or a standing long jump. Flexibility, gonna fail on all of these, but things like, well, there are a number of positions which would test how flexible I am in different angles. Balance, there's one position which is the stalk stand. Coordination, you can throw a tennis ball against a wall and catch it with your other hand. I'm going to do juggling because I don't have a tennis ball or a wall to throw a ball against. Reaction time, you can do the ruler grab. Agility, you can do the Illinois agility test. So this is a test that professionals use. Anyone can set this up and test themselves. Speed, you can do a 20-meter run. Australia's really strange. It's supposed to be this great sporting nation, but they don't have many athletic tracks open or around the place and open to the public. So you can't just turn up on a running track and run anywhere. Or you need a car to get to one, and they're really spaced out. Very, very strange for a country that's supposed to be so sporty. In New Zealand, they're everywhere. But we've got a basketball court, outside basketball court, so I'm going to do a 20-meter run on that. Muscular strength. You can do the maximum bench press. If you don't have a spotter, do the maximum you can lift 3 times. Deadlift, maximum three rep weight, and or you can do a pistol squat if you don't have access to the weight. And then cardio endurance, you can do a beep test, but I'm going to do the 10-kilometer run. How fast can I run 10 kilometers in? And I'm going to do it on a treadmill to keep things consistent. Then there's wealth, the wealth check. Again, I don't have any income at the moment and I can't afford to see a financial advisor anyway. So I'm going to do screenshots of all my bank accounts and all my debts, everything. I'm going to record all my income, all my outgoings, all my individual debts, so all the credit cards and loans and afterpay and everything I have, all the percentages that I have to pay on the interest on all of those, and all the monthly outgoings on those repayments. Everything I have in savings, which I think we've already established I don't have any, and all your assets. So just note everything down. Then there's the skills audit. The skills audit. Skills, your professional skills. Basically, you're going to be creating or updating your resume, your CV. So all the professional skills that you currently have in any type of field. Then your interpersonal skills. What kind of skills do you have in relation to other people and socially? Your practical skills, your creative skills, write all those down. Any specific talents you have. There are so many different, so many talented people out there that have so many strange and amazing talents. You know, there are people that do magic, people that do circus stuff. There are people that play musical instruments. Whatever it might be, whatever your talent is, write that down. And I'm going to do the human benchmark test. So there's a website. I'll pop in the link in the description below. It's the human benchmark. So do that. It's really entertaining. I might even just do a video on me doing that. Knowledge, your certifications and your licenses. What certifications do you have in anything? What education do you have? So all the way through school, do you have a university degree, masters, anything like that? Do you have like a college education? I don't know. Your general knowledge, what are you an expert in? Is there something that you're more knowledgeable in than anyone else? Write that down. Then I'm going to this is one I need to develop because there has to be a baseline of things that every single adult should know, really, realistically. Like the different continents in the world, right? Where are the different oceans in the world? What are the major other nations in the world that you need to know where they are? Australia exists, things like that. The earth isn't flat, things like that. Yeah, that there is a certain level of education that I think everybody should know. I've seen videos where there are Americans that don't even know that a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes and that there are 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, that there are 12 months in a year, 365 days in a year. They don't know this. So there needs to be a basic level. I mean, these are probably, hopefully, outliers. I hope this isn't a large population of people that don't know this stuff. But yeah, there needs to be a baseline. So I've got to figure that out for when other people do this. But then we get onto the mindset. The mindset thing. Mindset isn't, in regards to the 950 challenge, isn't just about your, like, the way that you are focused on doing something. Your disciplining, your consistency. Mindset in regards to the 950 challenge also incorporates relationships, your mental health, things like that. So again, if I had the money, I'd go and see a therapist for the full audit. With this, I'm going to do some online tests. I've already been to see a doctor in the past that's already diagnosed me anyway, so I'll get into that in the stats. But yeah, write down how you're feeling about things, how you're feeling in your relationships with your friends, your loved one, your if you have a loved one, a partner, if you have one, how your love life's going, how your family interactions are, and just generally how are you? Are you okay? I hope you're okay. If you're not, it's gonna be alright. Do a 950 challenge. We're going to get through this. We're going to improve everything: health, wealth, skills, knowledge, and mindset. But yeah, so write down how you're feeling in every aspect, and I'll there will be a link to an assessment that you can actually do online to see if you need to go and get further therapy or see a professional. And that's pretty much my audit. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm not going to break it all down now because this is quite a long video. This is nearly 14 minutes long. But what you will do is you'll find out in the Challenger stats just how I fared on all these different things. Here's a question for you. Do I have more or less fat percentage than a pork sausage? Find out here.